both. Feel bad for yourself, feel down for a few hours, but with the way our schedule's made, we don't have time to sulk and feel sad for ourselves. We have to get right back and play against the top team in our conference. And I think that this loss, knowing our players, I think we're going to take this to the head, and I think we're going to take this and kind of combat it and go right at North Carolina. And I think that's what we want to do.
Yeah, this is apparently a much more physical game than you played at Virginia Tech.
Yeah.
How quickly do you adjust to the way the game is being called?
You're not gonna get every call. That's one thing that notice the fans were screaming a lot about the calls, but those are calls that we don't expect to get always. Whether we're home or away, but you just gotta go with the game. This is one of the toughest conferences, what we all signed up for, and I think that we can't just sit there and act childish when we don't get the call. I think we have to just keep going with the game.
Does it encourage you to play more physically when you see that the stuff is not getting whistled?
It's a lot. I think personally it's a lot better when you play physically because it allows you to do more things, more like last year's rules where it was more contact. And I personally love contact.
You like a game like that.
I like a game like that, but it didn't work out in our way, and I think we just, as a team, we complained too much and waited for them to call fouls that they never called. And I think if we do that on Monday, it's not going to be pretty. So I think that we just have to kind of take a look in the mirror and just focus on defense on Monday.
Playing against these guys, Virginia particularly, they play a lot of ugly games.
Yeah.
And do you have to kind of condition yourself to get ready for that style of play?
I think so. Coach has been preaching about Virginia all year.
Really?
But he's just talking about how the way we don't practice as physical or as intense, and he just says, look, when Virginia comes or North Carolina comes, you're going to get blown out, and it came to tuition right now, and I think that if we kind of let this game define us, we're gonna struggle. And I think that we just have to go right at it in practice tomorrow, and I think just be ready for Monday.